What's happening in the police is pure criminality. Pure criminality. And we have to deal with that. I mean, DJ Sumbody was killed in a very brutal manner. And knowing police, there's no way they would have taken this much to arrest a person who killed DJ Sumbody. There's that guy who was killed now 2 weeks ago at Ikuruleni. The person is already arrested. So it tells you the people who killed DJ Sumbody are highly connected. Why would the head of the Hawks confirm that he was called, that there are people who are pretending to be the Hawks at a particular venue, and then he unleashes the Hawks to go there? It's not true. Once they are saying there are people who are pretending to be police and they are not, and that information comes to his attention, he must refer it to the police station next to where those thugs are taking chances. For him to start even getting involved, he even knows the address, yet he doesn't have a docket. He has no right to open any docket. And then he says he was not called by Molefe, he was called by a friend of Molefe, and the friend of Molefe does not have a name. He's playing games. If he doesn't give us the name of who called him, he was called by Molefe. Until he give us a name, he was called by Molefe. It's like Kunene saying he was taking a journalist there. To take a journalist is not a secret operation. Who is that journalist? Who's that journalist? Why would you take a journalist to someone who just came out of prison, who's on bail, as an MMC? Now I'm very happy. You know, I dance even at night. Oh, things are looking good, Shem. We told you these things are criminals. They are nothing else but Mapantiti. He says he doesn't know that guy. He knows that guy. I know that guy. Not from a personal point of view. He's a well-known businessman. Until now, we knew him as a businessman. So, but I don't have a relationship with him like that, where I can call Patrice Motsepe or go to Patrice Motsepe's house or have tea at Patrice Motsepe's house, take my wife to Patrice Motsepe's house. Patrice Motsepe's wife knows my wife. I don't know the guy like that. But for Kenny to behave like that in public office and say he doesn't know that guy, that's a lie. It's a pure lie. And that's how thugs, 26, 28 gangs succeed. They lie. They think they can outsmart everyone. So, and Mashaya, they don't care whether you are convinced or not. They tell their story. It's done. But Kenny's story is not coming together. The head of Hawks, Libya's story is not coming together. That he was not called by Molefe, he was called by a friend. So you can hear this story. An honest man would have said, I was called by Godrich, who said, there are people who pretend to be police at Marshall's house. And that's how I landed there. Because now, once these things are out, you must know, that guy is not a whistleblower. He put you in trouble. Why not saying it? What is the difference between telling us that the name of a person who called you now with telling us that name in the commission of inquiry? What difference does it make? Why do you leave as a trusted senior policeman? Why do you leave the nation hanging? So we need to get to the bottom of this. Because once we get the name of who called the head of Hawks, then we're going to know, oh, this one is linked to this one. Because we need to get this network properly and dismantle it. And we can't dismantle it if police in the process are playing a dishonest role. Minister Mkhunu was supposed to be fired. Fired completely. But you know, factions are painful. You know, to belong to a faction, it's the most painful thing as a leader. Cyril and Mkhunu are in the same faction. When the allegations are out, Cyril doesn't act. He says, I will act when I come back and do that. You know why? He's giving Mkhunu an opportunity for Mkhunu to help him by resigning. If Mkhunu loved Cyril, he should have resigned and not put Cyril in that difficult position. But he doesn't care. There's no need. These comrades must tell each other the truth. Remzal, take a back seat. We'll work on this thing. Just wait. Help the president. Now the president has to do something that looks like he's doing something when he's doing nothing. He's not doing anything. Mkhunu is a minister on leave. There is acting minister Mantash of police. Then there is incoming minister, acting minister of police. 3, as we're sitting here. We have 3 names when we think of police. 3. Kachalia. Kachalia is from the Indian cabal of UDF. Worked with Praveen and them. They now want to recapture power. That's why they are going to that thing of the police. Why would you go and fetch Kachalia? Which track record has demonstrated that Kachalia is the best to deal with crime in South Africa? His first interview just told you we're in trouble. That thing of police is not a lecture room. Things are bad there. It's not a lecture room. So it's not helping us, Cyril, with anything. It's putting us into a deep crisis. It's not late. It's not late for Senzo to resign and save the country's resources and wait for the commission where he will clear his name. You know, when you resign and you go clean your name, the people themselves who are going to say, but this guy must be returned back to his position because he was an honorable man who said, I've got nothing to hide. I don't need a position to protect whatever allegations they've leveled against me. Let me resign. That step aside of theirs is factional. It's not real, it's factional. Because why? You don't have to be charged for you to step aside. The allegations must be so serious that your own fellow comrades must say, look, give us space to deal with these matters. How do you... those people are the ones who decide who gets charged, who doesn't get charged. They will never be charged, even when there's big allegations against them. And because you are saying technically they are not charged, they must remain in their positions. That is being pretentious. It's a false narrative that you are dealing with corruption. You are not.